back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can two.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and ride. On the best, we on that mess. I bet you can't do it like this.
Mere feeds from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Pennick's going to throw straight away. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Pennick's working from the gun. Man, it's Drake London. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go now. 72, 60 Eagles.
Try and run here with Robinson. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stop made by Barrett Carter.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Motioning the tight end left. Back-to-back carries here. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing third down to begin this ball game.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They're going to try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He's got it at the 24. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. Robinson gets hit, he loses it. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Absolutely fires this one, right? That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. George Pickens the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Penix now to throw. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Penix now on 1st down. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Another carry for Robinson. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Penix. It's complete. This is Olave. And he Can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given a chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Jaden Reed to return this. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Motion a receiver left. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that it's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on first down. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Another carry for it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Giving 5 on that play. Now it's going to be third down and 6.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
They'll throw, third and long. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is just a good, solid run right here. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Four yards on that first down run, and here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Setting up to throw. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. They're going to throw for it on 4th. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Penix on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be 4th and short. Their punter making his way out now. He gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's a dive up the middle. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go.
They will run it from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the 1st. That brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And it could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. This time it's a passing play. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. George Pickens, the intended target. So they're left facing third and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal units. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now it's York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now off the play action. Wow, wide open here, complete. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Falcons 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
Working now from the gun. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Back-to-back carries here. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
A less than ideal third and 8 here. Throw here, third down. It's on the in route. He'll have the first down and even more. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So first down from the 41. This is Jordan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line. Second down. Right up the gut. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a toss running left. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line. His defense all over this one.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Handoff running left. It's Blue. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Back 60. 19 Lion.
They go to him again. Nice defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 3. Now they need to come up with 4 here on 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see right decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Jake Elliott's on now to attempt this field goal. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Elliott connects there. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix working from the gun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Savon Rebel with the pick. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field, Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball more times than not.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Catches it at the 1. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
Falcons 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Penix to throw again on 2nd. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. He spins right by him. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one splits the uprights.
14.
And the Falcons cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
On On first down, they'll run. He finds space into the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
It's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Penix now. Dumped off to his running back. Inside the 30. Shoves him off. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another carry for him. The second down run good for 4. And brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They give it to him again. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside. where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Cowboys nearing their first win of the season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Drawn up for it. Setting up for the kneel down on third. Drawn up for it. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.